So hey guys, I'm here at my local Petsmart that I brag on normally so much, and just wanted you guys to see somebody's coming to help. I think I had to have the manager come over and explain to me their process, but somebody's overfed the fish. See the rotten food all around the bottom, and they have new people like she explained to me, but still, look how this fish is suffering. It's probably got um, ammonia burns by now. Several of them. Look at this. So, and the tanks look horrible too today. There are lots of dead fish in there. I'm gonna go over there next, but I'm waiting to make sure this new person that ran on break when I walked up and didn't ask me if she could help me. Because look at the water. I don't know if you can really see the water, but yeah. She said the water gets changed 3 times a week. That's fine, but when you have this kind of food rotting and making ammonia, yeah, so far I don't see any dead betas. I haven't picked them all up yet, but there's lots and lots of dead fish over in the tanks. Yeah. Hey, you're gonna change their waters? Awesome, thank you. It looks like they got maybe overfed. I'm gonna buy this one here because he seems to be the worst.
Okay.
It's got a lot of food in there and I don't think you'll make it, but I know you've got a return policy. Thank you.
You're welcome.
God damn, am I mad. Look at these tanks. All the ornaments are knocked over, which doesn't matter, except that it's somebody that's new that doesn't know what they're doing. That's what this tells me. Yeah, and I have 71, I think, tanks, so I know what, I do the death walk every morning. I haven't found any in several days. Some days I find 2 or 3. Fish get old, they die. But I have bragged and bragged on this PetSmart since it opened. And to come in and find it like this is shocking. I'll probably have my ass banned out of here, but I don't give a rat's ass. Just trying to find those yo-yo loaches, because they're chowing down on corpses. They said, leave us alone. I guess they finished. Rainbow fish. And you can bet your ass I'm going to stay here and make sure when those fish come back in. These are skeletal. But I understand this whole system's on a unit, or at least each one of these is, so they're not going to medicate these fish. That's a shame. Turquoise rainbows. Every one of those, unless they're treated, the worm's going to die. Fin rot. Where did he go? I'm mad. I'm going to ask her to change the water on this one I'm holding. Let me get a little bit better. Can y'all see how nasty that water is? And the whole problem, see all the food in there? and nowhere to go. No aeration, no nothing. No beneficial bacteria. How cruel can you be? Totally ridiculous. I'll probably get banned from here. No, I won't either. First thing I saw when I came in, dead so long it's fungus. That's usually 2 days. And the one that's the manager is usually the one that's over here in the fish. So I think I see what happened. Somebody got a promotion and somebody new's in this section. And I told her I bought hundreds and thousands of dollars worth of fish. There's some more dead puppies. More. Yeah, I know. It seems a lot of dead fish. Anyway, all kinds of stuff here, supplies. And she said, yeah, you're in here a lot. And I said, well, this is a shock, to come in and see these fish like this and desperate for help. Those are really pretty. They're the tequila sunrise. And then the blonde deltas. Guess all the blonde deltas are gone. I guess her little boyfriend's over here now giving me some bad, nasty looks. And she's slamming stuff around, so we'll see. Don't talk to me. Okay, we'll get away from me and you won't be. No, they don't. They don't. I told you to get away from me and you wouldn't be on video. Go call him. What a moron. Anything I can see, I can video. And he had a cross on. Did you see that? So she's told him, whatever. Here's the young lady. Did you know that anything you can see, you can video? You better get your facts right. Hey, sweetie. Can I ask you something? She gave me a look like go to hell. I should have let you do that one first. Do you mind doing him for me? I'm gonna get him. Thank you. She's being nice, but that boyfriend is a real asshole. And what's he even doing back there? Everybody's watching me. Remember that song? Sometimes I feel like somebody's watching me. He's calling the police on me because he didn't want to be on video. What a moron. Wait till I talk to the district man. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. See, now that's the way you talk to people. And she was changing the water back there. Sorry, guys, but it's bullshit to come in and find fish in this condition. Alrighty. Thank you for getting her for me. They're changing them. Does that young man work here that was back there?
With the hat?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so he's just off duty?
Yeah.
Because that's his girlfriend. He's here to see her or something?
No.
Okay. Okay, well, he told me I couldn't video, and I couldn't video him, but he's wrong about that. Excuse me. You can video anything you can see. Yep, unless you're like in a government facility and it's restricted, and corporate can't tell you you can't, so. Yes, you can. That's wrong. That's First Amendment right. You can video anything you can see.
You have a phone number with us?
423-715-5336. I'm gonna get 1,000 calls now from this live stream.
Are you doing that?
Yeah, I am.
Please not video me.
I'm gonna video you till I leave here. You don't want to be in the video, don't stand there and cash me out. That's a misconception. That's your First Amendment right. It's freedom of speech.
I'm not comfortable.
Yeah, a lot of people are not. I wouldn't be comfortable either with the condition those fish are in. I know that's not your fault, but she got her promotions to manager, so there's somebody new back there that's not taking care of them properly. Took a while to figure that out, but I'm not upset with you guys. I'm upset with the store because I bragged on this store and promoted it and done tons of videos, spent thousands of dollars here, and to come in and find this mess. So, sorry.
Well, I hope you have a great day.
You too. Thank you. Yep. I bet those fish, when they were writhing in ammonia, weren't comfortable either. People really do think that you can't put a camera on them. They really do think that. All right. Whew. Well, that's probably the last time we'll see Petsmart, guys. Now, what I'm going to do is make a formal complaint. Just because that girl is not in that department now and is the manager, and she's a good manager, and she did try to explain to me, you know, the process and all that. And I was short with her. But like I said, fish are dying while we're standing here. Whew, Jesus, Joseph and Mary. Hey guys. Yes, you do, Danny. Whew, messed my beard up now. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh, let's see who's in here. I had no intention of going live. And thank God I had my camera. I'm not comfortable with you videoing me. Well, you heard what I told her. I wouldn't be either, working in a place that's treating the fish like this. Let's see, it's been about 5 minutes. Hey, baby. You look really rough. Really, really rough. Let's put you over here so they don't see me. Yeah, he keeps rolling up on his side, but I've got my receipt. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff we used to see at. Now, I have a really good Petco. My Petco's just across the street, not even a quarter of a mile from here. And you guys have seen my Petco, and I have a great relationship with the staff there, as I do here, at least in the fish department. That girl that came around, and she's the manager. She said she was the manager. Maybe she's just the shift supervisor or something today. But I'll find out. I think that red-haired girl didn't know. And that boy that came around and was talking smart, telling me I couldn't film him and all that, he was going to call the police on me. Yep, I'll be needing his name. I know, right, Bonoski? Did you hear me a couple of times? I need to laugh. But damn, that's crazy. I know it's a huge store, and it's, you know, to lose 50, 175, whatever that number was there. There's that asshole right there. Here, let's look here. Let's look here, right? Needless to say, this won't be monetized. When I pulled up, when I rolled up in there, the red-haired girl, that's what I told him, Danny, to get away from me. So he just brought a cooler out, and I don't think I got that on film. Here he comes. I hope. I hope to hell. Here he comes. Yeah. Here he comes. Now he thinks he's out of there. Yay. Got him. Got his tag number and all that. Yeah, well, when you begin to argue, and lots of these things you see, even like on YouTube and our fish fam and stuff, when people take things personal, they've immediately lost that argument. When you make it personal, it's not about the argument anymore. So I was trying not to do that. But anyway, I haven't been this mad about the condition of fish in years because I haven't seen that in years. Whew. But yeah, a couple of times I was talking and I got choked up, but I acted like I had burped or something. Oh, oh, lumpy dog. I went through my local PetSmart to go in to find the betas, especially. All the tanks were in sad condition, but the betas were horrific. And I asked for the manager, and basically what I surmised happened is the lady that was in the fish department, and I've always bragged on this, and I have lots of fish from this PetSmart, but she's working as manager today, whether that's permanent or not. But when I asked for the manager, she came over, and so she's told me she knew the process because that's where she's worked the last several years. This store's been open 2 or 3 years, and she was there when they opened. Fine, I'll just unsubscribe and pull my membership. It's private property, period. There are rules. Who's deleting your messages? Anything visible? Oh, deleting my messages. Fine, I'll just unsubscribe and pull my membership. It's private property, period. There are rules. Oh, okay. Yeah, that is First Amendment. Um, it is. I mean, I'm not a political person per se, but anything you can see, you can film it. That's your right. That's the law. That's been to the Supreme Court many times. And they can't tell you they can't. So you can film anywhere. Now, there are exceptions, places that have things posted that are like sensitive information, like inside of a government facility or something with national security. There are exceptions to that, obviously. And those areas are guarded, that kind of thing, but not in a freaking Petco or not Petco, PetSmart. Hey, Dee Dee. So anyway, Lumpy Dog, the fish had been overfed and they had food that was rotting in the bottom, and I'm afraid a few of them may not make it, but this was the worst one. So I asked the lady that's the manager today, since she usually works in the fish. She did explain to me they do it 3 times a week. Uh, hey, Ian. Just really upset with my local PetSmart finding fish that are dead and dying, and they wanted to explain the process to me and all that as the fish continued to suffer. The ammonia is awful. You could smell the ammonia just standing in front of these things, and they only have little holes on the top, so I can smell. Let me see what the water smells like now. Um, and I hate drama. I hate that, and I hate to cause a fuss, but it does smell much, much better. I just hope that water is warm too. I mean, because sitting out on the shelf, they already go through that hell. They're sitting there at 70 degrees or less, in that store, and they're sitting on a metal shelf. So, they're lucky if they're in 70 degrees. Guys, what's going on in the chat? No politics, no fighting, guys. If they surveil you, you can record them. Yeah, I didn't mean to get into all that. You cannot film in places that you have an expectation of privacy. When you are in public, it is legal to record someone, right? As long as they don't have what's called an expectation of privacy, or rather a reasonable. They're in a freaking PetSmart. They're on camera the minute they walk in the door, everywhere except the bathroom, and I wonder if they aren't even there. Yeah, it's really bad, Paul, because this store I have bragged on. I've had it in several videos. I've spent hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars there that I could have spent at local fish stores and stuff. So I don't know. And yes, it's not private if the public's allowed. Yeah, my concern is the fish. My concern is the fish. Um, and yeah, when the manager came over, she had a mask on, but her nose wasn't covered. Our new COVID cases, let's get all the politics in it, are very high in Tennessee. We're like number 6 now on the list nationally. Florida and Louisiana to the south and to the left of us, the east of us, are rampant with it because of their low vaccine rates. So I have to wear my mask. And I think the cash register girl had one on. But yeah, that guy works there. She could tell me that about him, but she didn't want her picture taken. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't have a right to know that because he didn't identify himself as an employee. Um, anyway, I'm going to talk to a district manager and not like a fill out a thing or an email. I want like a teleconference. Yeah, Mike, I'm going back and reading comments now, but yeah, I was furious. My blood pressure goes up and I can't breathe. And so I don't know. I don't know. Ian, I just started filming because I felt like I was going to be thrown out of there because they were acting stupid. Nobody was really rude to me, but they didn't know that I could film them. And they, one of the off duty employees was there and carried out something. I don't know what. I don't know what he was carrying out. I'm not implying that, but when I walked up, the new girl that was there went in the back and she never asked me if she could help me. She never did. And when I looked at all the fish and all that, she came back out. She probably went on her little break. But then I walked by her twice, looking at food and things, just checking, browsing like I always do there. And she never looked at me. She never asked me if she could help me. And so I knew that she was the fish person. Oh, hell, Pam, I'm glad you weren't with me because we would be in jail now. Yeah, as long as you aren't in restricted areas. That's true, Danny. It's very true. Nope, that's not true, Scott. That is not true. Bob, off subject, are going to use the same logo or changing to a new one with. Well, Mike, actually, I changed it to Taylor's Aquatics and Reptiles, and actually, DPK, also known as Carlos, that's done so many of our logos and done my current one, did me a logo, and I used it. He just sent it to me and said, "Here, Bob." So I used it. I switched to it. It was exactly the same, except he added "and reptiles." But as you all know, I here's the no, that's the Walmart people with their vests on. Okay. Anyway, uh, I took that down and changed the channel back and changed it to exotics because it really tanked me when I said reptiles. Um, so I don't know. I am thinking about getting a new logo though. I love that one with the little what you call it on it. But I was thinking about that today, as a matter of fact. Robert, who did your most recent one with the? I think it's a pistol. I haven't been to Petco, Robert. I don't think I'm going to go over there. And I think they closed at 7 anyway, and this store is open till 8. I'm just really disappointed. Really disappointed and mad. He's acting a little more lively. He's really gulping air. Y'all can't see him. There he is. He's not breathing as hard as he was. He's trying to hold himself upright. Let's hope that she knows to put dechlorinator in that water. Ooh. Their fish are in shitty condition, a lot of dead ones, a lot of dying ones, and the betas were in really bad condition. I got the worst one. Um, yeah, I'm thinking about calling a meeting of the Tennessee Fish Mafia. Hope I can too, Kel. They had tons of the um, crown tails, but a lot of them, I counted 7 besides this guy that were not looking so good. He's trying to right himself. You're in, Skipper? Awesome. Well, that's how I'll be spending my evening. Yeah, the first one I went to is that little asswipe that's off duty and came over there and asked me if I was filming. Will you guys watch the replay? And I said, yeah, I am. And so I turned the camera on him and he said, well, I don't want to be on it. And I said, you need to walk away then. Don't stay around me. In other words, fuck off. Excuse me. But, why are you over here? You know I'm filming, so why are you up in my face? So he put his hat down and I said, well, I'm filming you. And so he said, well, I'm going to call the police. And so I explained to him that I could film him. Anything I can see, I can film. That wasn't the point. See, they're more concerned about that than they are about helping those fish. But I did get the beta water change. So, but yeah, Robert and Pam, I think the girl that's always been so good, the young lady, always so good and knows her fish and knows her reptiles, is promoted um, because she did mention that, well, we hire new people. And I did get all that's on camera, my conversation with her. And she said that she wasn't going to change the water, that she was going to get Miss So and so to do it, Miss So and so. And I said, okay, well, I'll stay here with you if you don't mind. I can help you. And she said, you can't do that because you're an employee, explaining to a senior person, because we're all stupid. We don't know anything that we used to do or know any of the information we've had for 60 or 65 years. We're retarded now. I shouldn't have said that word, but, just disrespectful. You're not an employee. So, and that's probably more my issue than is true. All right, Mom, let's get the boys together. Well, so I don't know what was going on in the chat. I hope everybody's all right. I didn't know that it was going to become an issue in the chat. Um, so I guess there was some, until I can get home and look at what was deleted and said and all that. I can't do it on this phone. I just hope, uh, well, what was going on, Skipper? Just basically, you don't have to say who or anything. I can see who, I just don't know what. But, oh, Dee Dee. Dee Dee's trying to de escalate me. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, Gary. Press crap. Okay. Okay. Well, that's what I told him. Well, get away from me. get away from me. And he went around behind me. I'm sure that was, so he could get my tags and all that too. He don't even know. He no, he don't want to be calling the police. He don't. Trust me. He don't want to be calling the police anywhere around here. Stupid. Picture my thumb now. See the SWAT team descend on Bob. Well, as long as they feed me, 'cause I'm hungry. As long as wherever they take me, they feed me. They don't even have any signs posted either that you can't film. And I know what that stems from most likely is people go in and make videos, and Petco's had a lot of that over the year. But I stand by it. My Petco here, not always, but the last several years. I know the staff there. I get along with them great. They know their stuff. I take advice from them. If I don't know something, I solicit their advice. They're excellent. And like I said, it hadn't always been that way. But and this staff up here and this one lady, I thought, it was going to be the same way here, but now just because new people are here, see, that's what always happens. New people are here, so now their fish department is literally tortured. I don't want to overstate it, but imagine trying to, and I shouldn't have said some of the things I said, like, he's, you know, in his piss. How would you like to be in that? But sometimes you just have to make the SWAT team. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. Laws in Kentucky in a private business without permission. You cannot film in a private business without permission. I have done it many times, but never asked. Lawbreaker I am, it seems. SWAT team's gonna come and get Bob with a big fish net. Yeah, Larea, it was you couldn't tell hardly because it was decomposing, but it was one of those little clawed frogs. There were still some alive in the bottom of the tank. I hope I got that when I did the video of it, but yeah, well, there was a frog floating. Yeah, there were other fish. There were fish that had fungus too, but I guess those yo-yo loaches had finished up because they were like two on a match or like eight on a corpse when I first went by there. But I don't know, who do you call? What do you do when something like that happens except go up the chain? So I'll start here. I'll find out who like the general manager is here. If it's the same person that it used to be, he's very um, business-like and official-like, and he's cut me deals on tanks and stuff like that before. Couple times, but I'll see who the general manager of the store is and start there. I won't go over him. I'll give him an opportunity to educate the new people, but I think that that new person just doesn't know or doesn't have the experience or doesn't care. But she had time to be back there with that guy that was off, rather than changing those fish's water. The whole thing was they were overfed, and so the water was foul. It's not rocket science. And when you're in a cup of water, literally a cup, I guess about 2 cups, you can't do that. I mean, you can't breathe. There's nothing, it's just so sad. All right. Yeah, I agree completely. I agree completely. Well, looks like we may be going to have a hair pulling fight up here. Two ladies about to go at it. Lord have mercy. They are closing here in 5 minutes, and I don't want to be sitting out here when, not that they would get to come immediately out, but I don't want to be sitting out here when the ladies start coming out. That would be kind of creepy. Oh God, the catnip, Robert. Mm. I think this place opening across the street from the Petco um, is what really lit a fire under Petco to improve, their look and they were always very nice. It's just that they didn't always have qualified, knowledgeable people. And it was obvious they tried hard and made great improvements and whatever. This is Monday, so Petco closes at 7, Petsmart at 8. That's right. And it's almost 8. It's 5 to 8. So, all right, guys. I'm going to get off of here and thank you guys for having my back, so to speak. It's just so upsetting to see, and people, I don't even want to get on that. People, fish are already second class citizens to other pets, and pets are second class citizens to a lot of people. So it's just really sad, the indifference and it's just sad. I'm not comfortable with you filming me. Somebody needs to teach these young people, and young people, if you're on here, I'm not a lot of people, but those were all young people in there, probably 20, 18 to 25, something like that. They all thought they could say they didn't want to be filmed and that would be fine. And it's not fine. They're at their job and I'm a customer there and did buy something there. Thanks, Ian. Yeah, I'm going to. I'm gonna get me some food. Oh, I should have got it there at that oh, I forgot that place was up there, right by there. The chicken salad chick. That's what it's called, the chicken salad chick. They have all these different kinds of chicken salads and potato salads and stuff. Great sandwiches. Will get me something to eat. That's one reason I'm so grouchy. All right, guys, I'm gonna close this down and thank you guys for hanging in there with me. I appreciate you. Take care. Love y'all. Don't know how to get out of here, but